Man, woo, flashback. Man, this is a trip. Well, back in the old Nickelodeon days, Kenan and Kel was a hit, and all that is taking off, and into the new character, Nick Cannon. Nick came out there, from Diego, and he just doing his thing, getting on the show, making things happen. And nobody really knew too much about him. He was kind of keeping to himself a little bit. But on the set, he was interacting with everybody. But like when they be like, cut, he go do his thing. Nobody ever knew where Nick went. And I think somebody found out later on that Nick was sleeping in his car. And next thing you know, Kenan was like, yo, man, I heard you sleeping in your car, man. You ain't got to do that. I got a 2-bedroom, man. You can just take one of the bedrooms in my crib, dog. And barely knew the guy and took him in. And treated him like, man, they were like the best of friends. Like brothers. And him and Kenan roll together more than Kenan and Kel, which everybody would suspect Kenan and Kel roll around. I mean, early on, they did. They try to hang out, but they are like complete opposites. When you see Kenan on the screen, he's acting. Kel wasn't acting. That's pretty much how he was in real life. He just loved to make people laugh and very positive human being. Now, Nick started to get fame. He started to get a little famous. Girls started seeing him. So he's got all these little girls now running up to him, and he's becoming the man of the hour, the man of the show, the Nick Cannon. So as all that was rearing its end, Kel wasn't doing all that anymore. He was just doing the one show. Once he, got tired of doing 2 shows and went straight to Kenan and Kel, Nick became really the focal point of all that, him and Kenan. So once the show started to run its course, the Kenan and Kel show stopped, and you got Nick really was the focal point at Nickelodeon. Like, he was the star. Christina Milian came on the show one season and did her little song AM to the PM. And, from that point, they kind of like vibed a little bit. So when they was getting ready to do the movie, because they had basically written wanted to do a remake of, Can't Buy Me Love. And they did Love Don't Cost a Thing. I'm a huge Patrick Dempsey fan. We grew up on those Patrick Dempsey movies. Can't Buy Me Love was like one of our favorite movies. That and Loverboy. So, that's another story. But Love Don't Cost a Thing. Him, Mac, and all them, they all put that out. Steve Harvey, and they wanted, Nick wanted to cast her as the lead of the film, So, Nick knew what he was doing. But, the women were coming, man, and when I met Nick, he was already living with Kenan at this time, so he already had the 1-bedroom, and he did that for a couple of years before, he had enough money where he could move out and get his own spot. And once he did that, it was, a different situation for him. There's more women coming by, he got Mac with him, making sure his business straight. And they move, they moving along, making, deals happen. So, out of the blue, they have a situation where they're dating. They become official couple. Christina Milian, Nick Cannon, hugs and kisses, whatever that goes to. Now, Nick was down there with us, and Nick is doing what Nick do. I'm like, you would not know this is a guy that's in a relationship, basically. Any chick come up, he, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah. Give me your number. You know, like, chicks giving him his number and everything. He was like, yo, get it to my man's right here. Don't get it to me. And he was like, yeah, take the number for me. And he'll put it in his phone, lock his BlackBerry or whatever he had. Got my BlackBerry. Got it locked. So, he got all these numbers locked in his phone. All this stuff going on. And the girl, Arissa, from the swap meet, he went in, called her, and she's like, man, dude, she got these naked pictures. Nick, you got a superstar wife, you know what I mean, girlfriend. Everybody talking about y'all getting married. Oh, yeah, that's wifey, man. You know, that's wifey. You know, that's wifey. But, you know, I'm a player, man. You know, I'm still a player. So, you know, Nick was just really feeling himself. He was having fun. And she wasn't stupid. She was gone doing some work on some television show or some other movie or probably project. So she ain't had that much time to really be there. And when she came back that day, she just happened to be there. She's like, I came back to spend time with you. Yeah, but I got to go make some runs. Man, you said today? Yeah. She's like, I text you. He was like, oh, okay, well, let me make a run with my boy. I'm going to be right back. And I'm like, dude, I'm good. You ain't got to do nothing with me. Go ahead and be with your chick. I'm good. And that's when we had went to the store, and then she tried to call him. He turned his phone off, and he was like, oh, I ain't know you called. She was, why would you turn your phone off? And he's like, oh, man. He just couldn't come up. I mean, the lies were just ridiculous. So eventually, she ended up going in his phone. You know, not while I was there, not at that time, but later on. It was the series of lies he kept telling over and over and over again, and it got worse. But eventually, she knew so much about Nick. See, that's the thing about Nick. And me and him are very similar. We got to stay guarded with a lot of our stuff. We very simple people, basically. When it comes to that, we don't really hold too much back. And she knew him so well, she already figured out his passcode. She figured out what was his passcode to his phone. And once she did that, it was over. The relationship was over. I can just imagine the things she saw. She called Arissa from the swap meet and a couple of other swap meets in there. I mean, as Nick would say, that phone was something else. So, all I can tell you is they broke up effective immediately after that. And I mean, it was abrupt. So, hold on. As an old saying was told to me by him and a lot of other people, they said, show me a girl who's the most beautiful woman in the world, and I'll show you a guy that's tired of being with her. So eventually, every guy will get tired of their girl no matter what they look like. It's inevitable. You will eventually get tired of something. You know, I love watching House of Lies with Don Cheadle. But if I keep watching it every day, eventually I'll get tired of it. You know, Serena Williams. Whew! If I had Serena Williams, do you know, I will enjoy that for about 20 years. But after 20 years, I might start to get tired of it. Make it 25. After 25 years, I might start to get tired of it. Make that 30 years. After 30 years, I may be getting tired of it. After 30. Okay, yeah, 30 is good. We'll stay with 30 years. So, oh, that's about it. I mean, of course, you know they both moved on, but Christina is what I would say, a Hollywood girl. You know, she played the role, the positions, and dated the managers, the higher ups. You know, she messed around with McConaughey. You know, she did her part. You know, she wasn't afraid to get down with the white boy to get what she needed. And they put all this money behind her. They did every little thing. She did everything they asked. I mean, everything. And some of it was too much. Like in one video, she was basically naked. Everybody's like, where's her clothes? Like, who cares about clothes? This video's hot. Hot, hot, hot. And I'm like, she's basically naked on this, playing in water and stuff. I'm like, this is not her. But whatever sells. Alright, that should do it. It's your boy Carcino. I'm checking out. Telling y'all to have a blessed day and be safe.